It's a good question, because when you talk to people, everybody's in favor of local control, but there is a difference in, I think, what people mean when they say local control. When the State Board and the State Office of Education talk about local control, they are looking at it, for the most part, from a state level. When I talk about it, I am talking about a much more local level, like the local school board. At one point in our history, we were able to, American education has been one of very diverse local control. Parents have traditionally been in charge of their kids' education. Years and years ago, they would hire the teachers and build the schools and everything else. And as we've gotten further and further along, we've kind of bought into the idea that only certain experts or certain people with the appropriate credentials could tell us what information our children should learn. And I don't believe that's true, because I believe that truth is unchanging. I believe, yes, there are advances in technology and we learn a lot of things, but in the end, 2 + 2 is still 4. And so having someone tell us from on high what we need to teach and when we need to teach it, I believe does our parents and our teachers and our local communities a disservice. And so local control, as much local control as we possibly can get at the district level.
Local control, I think, is what it says, local control. And I think within our school district, we're fortunate that within our individual schools, the teachers and administrators have the opportunity to decide what curriculum they want to use, what textbooks, what resources they need. And then within those different subject areas, those departments come together and they're able to collaborate with one another and discuss the needs of the students and the things that are occurring in the classroom, and share things that are working and things that are not. And for me, I look at that and say, what a great thing we have within our own school district, that these teachers get to work with each other. And we've all seen there are some very experienced teachers that do wonderful things. There are new teachers that are just trying to kind of get their feet going. And then there are teachers that maybe are struggling. And the opportunity they have to come together and collaborate and say, hey, this is what's working here. This is not working. This is a challenge for me. They can talk about those things and discuss that. I feel like that is great local control. We as parents have an opportunity to go in and voice our concerns. If we do have a major issue with a teacher, we can correct that and get them in a different class. When the kids get to the high school, they get to choose their own teachers and classrooms. So for me, I think teachers have an opportunity to teach in their classroom. They have an opportunity to share what is working and what is not, and glean from that and take the best out of that. That's a great thing. And then students have an opportunity to find what's going to work for them through their parents' assistance in finding a teacher that they can connect with. So I think we have great local control right now.
Local control ideally would be the classroom. Unfortunately, we do have laws that the teachers are required to teach up to the certain standards with the curricula and the textbooks that the district approves. But within that classroom setting, the teacher has the ability to teach. And as long as they are teaching their subject and teaching the standards, they should be allowed to teach within the state law, no religion specifics brought into it, but they should be able to teach their subject the way they feel most comfortable teaching it. And that would be ultimate local control.
I agree. I think teachers need to have a lot of control of their classrooms. They need to follow the state and guidelines that are set for them and the curriculum. But I think that within that, there is so much that teachers can do. I've seen great teachers be able to bring in different aspects of life that you wouldn't even naturally think would go into that subject, but because they have knowledge in it, they bring it in and they teach our students in a unique way. I mean, I know I have changed my students' teacher because I didn't particularly think that they worked well with my student, because I saw another teacher had a different teaching style. And that's what they need to be able to have. They need to be able to have that control, to be able to have the teaching style that they work best with, because every student learns differently, every single one. And what works really great for my oldest daughter, and I have some teachers that were perfect for her, and then I put my other child, my second in, and she failed the class because it just wasn't her way of learning. So I think there needs to be a lot of control there. And I think parents have a lot of local control too. If you're involved in your school community councils, we get to help set curriculum. We get to help set what's involved. We get to set how many students are in a classroom by how we spend our money or what we're going to do. I think there's a lot of local control that we can do that way, and that's why I want to be on the school board, because I think we have a lot that we can do as parents if we all band together and we work together and we work with the district.